Hey YouTube fam! Today we're diving into the captivating world of the A-Team, 1983-1987, and reflecting on the heartbreaking losses the show's cast faced. But before we get started, if you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to stay up to date with all our content. We love taking a trip down memory lane, and if you do too, you're in the right place. Now, the A-Team was more than just an action-packed series. It was a cultural phenomenon that left an indelible mark on the 80s. Today, we're going to celebrate the incredible talent of the cast, while also acknowledging the somber moments that touch the hearts of fans worldwide. So grab your favorite snack, settle in, and let's explore the legacy of the A-Team and the poignant stories of the actors who brought these iconic characters to life. This is a tribute you won't want to miss, Lance Legault. Lance Legault gained widespread recognition for his portrayal of U.S. Army Colonel Roderick Decker in the 1980s hit TV series The A-Team. Legault, a versatile character actor, commenced his career as a stunt double for Elvis Presley, before venturing into a diverse array of roles, often embodying rugged military figures in notable films such as Stripes and Iron Eagle. He passed away on September 10, 2012 in Los Angeles, at the age of 77. In the 1960s, Legault made uncredited appearances in several Presley films and showcased his dancing talents in Bob Fosse's cinematic musical Sweet Charity. Transitioning into the 1970s, he expanded his repertoire playing Othello in the Patrick McGoohan-directed musical adaptation Catch My Soul and contributing to Michael Crichton's thriller Coma in 1978. The 1980s marked his notable small-screen presence, recurring in shows like Dynasty Dallas and Magnum P.I., while also making memorable guest appearances in classics such as The Dukes of Hazzard, Knight Rider, and Star Trek: The Next Generation. Legault's legacy continued into the 1990s, encompassing roles in shows like L.A. Law and Major Dad, as well as voice work for both animated films and video games. During the commentary for the pilot episode of Knight Rider's first season on DVD, creator Glenn A. Larson noted that Lance Legault possessed a voice 4 octaves lower than God's. This distinctive quality not only contributed to his frequent casting as a villain or other tough guy, but also opened doors to a parallel career in voiceover work. Additionally, Legault's unmistakable voice became a notable feature on guided tour cassettes at Elvis Presley's Graceland in Memphis, Tennessee. Throughout the 1980s, he lent his commanding voice to program trailers for ABC, solidifying his impact in both television and the world of voice narration. His final appearance was in the 2009 feature mockumentary Stuntmen. Born in Chicago, William Lance Legault faced a challenging childhood, spending time in an orphanage. He is survived by his wife, Teresa, whom he shared 35 years of marriage with, and their children Mary, Teresa, Marcus, and Lance. George Peppard. George Peppard, aged 65, the actor who formed a friendship with Audrey Hepburn in the film Breakfast at Tiffany's, and led Mr. T and his comrades in the TV show The A-Team, passed away on May 8, 1994, due to pneumonia. George William Peppard Jr. was born on October 1, 1928, in Detroit, to building contractor George Peppard, senior and opera singer and voice teacher Vernell Rohrer. His mother underwent 5 preliminaries before George's birth. The Great Depression wiped out their family finances, compelling his father to leave Detroit to seek employment, leaving George and his mother behind. He graduated from Dearborn High School in Michigan in 1946. Peppard initiated his stage career in 1949 at the Pittsburgh Playhouse. After relocating to New York City, he joined the Actors Studio, studying the method with Lee Strasberg. To support himself, Peppard took on various roles, including working as a disc jockey, radio station engineer, fencing instructor, taxi driver, and motorcycle mechanic. His final series was supposed to be a set of TV movie features titled Man Against the Mob, 1988, set in the 1940s. In these detective films, Peppard portrayed Los Angeles police detective Sergeant Frank Doki. The second film, Man Against the Mob: The Chinatown Murders, aired in December 1989. A third film was planned, but Peppard passed away before its production. Peppard's last television appearance was as a guest star in a 1994 episode of Matlock titled The P.I. This episode, co-starring Tracy Nelson, aimed to launch a series centered on a father and his estranged daughter working as private investigators. It aired 8 days prior to Peppard's demise. Until his passing, Peppard lived in a Greek Revival-style white cottage in Hollywood Hills, California, featuring elegant porches on 3 sides and a back guest house. The residence, initially owned by designer Brenda Anton and later purchased by writer-actress Lena Dunham in 2015 for $2.7 million, underwent extensive renovations. Robert Vaughn took on the role of General Hunt Stockwell in the comedy series. Vaughn, who passed away at the age of 83, triumphed over this challenge not just once, but in 7 enduring TV series, commencing with The Lieutenant in 1963. The most notable among these was The Man from U.N.C.L.E., where he portrayed the sophisticated Napoleon Solo across more than 100 episodes, 1964-68, and 8 features compiled from the series. Despite its eventual decline, especially in the United Kingdom, where it retained a cult following, Vaughn transitioned to create the character Harry Rule in The Protectors, filmed in London during the early 1970s. His diverse TV career included roles in episodes of Emerald Point NS, 1983-84, and as General Stockwell in the 5th and final season of The A-Team, 1986-87. In his later years, he assumed the role of Judge Travis in The Magnificent Seven, 1998-2000, a TV spin-off from the Western film where he had portrayed the gunslinger Lee 4 decades earlier. Born in New York to actors Marcella, Nega Dell, and Walter Vaughn, he pursued journalism at the University of Minnesota before transferring to Los Angeles City College for drama and LA State College for a master's degree. His doctoral thesis, delving into the impact of the House-owned American Activities Committee on the Acting Profession, was published in 1972 as Only Victims, a study of show business blacklisting. Vaughn's versatile career included reprising his gunslinger Lee persona in Space and Corman's Battle Beyond the Stars, 1980, and portraying a studio executive in S.O.B., 1981, Blake Edwards' scathing critique of Hollywood. Throughout the later 1980s and 1990s, he often appeared in guest roles as authoritative figures, such as judges, ambassadors, and senior military personnel. Vaughn is survived by his wife Linda, niece Dobb, whom he married in 1974, and their 2 children, Caitlin and Cassidy. Jack Ging. Jack Ging assumes the character of Jenner and Harlan Bull Fulbright in the series. An actor with a career spanning over 5 decades, featuring more than 50 roles in both film and television, including multiple collaborations with Clint Eastwood, passed away on September 9, 2022, at his residence in La Quinta, CA. He was 91, and the cause of his death has not been disclosed. During the 1960s, Ging portrayed the recurring character Liet Dan Ives in the detective series Mannix, and gained recognition for his supporting role in the final season of Tales of Wells Fargo, starring Dale Robertson. Born on November 30, 1931, to farming parents in Oklahoma, he served 4 years in the Marine Corps before an honorable discharge. Ging transitioned to college football at the University of Oklahoma, achieving notable success, including participation in the 1954 Orange Bowl. He briefly played for the Edmonton Eskimos in the Canadian Football League. His film credits encompassed Clint Eastwood productions, such as Sniper's Ridge, Where the Red Fern Grows, Hang 'em High, Play Misty for Me, and High Plains Drifter. Additionally, he appeared in Die Sister, Die Saz, That Man Bolt, and TV movies like Terror in the Sky and The Disappearance of Flight 412. Ging, married 3 times, leaves behind a son and 2 daughters. As of now, no plans for a memorial have been announced. Red West. Red West takes on the role of Letty Trask in the television series. Red West, a childhood companion, and a member of Elvis Presley's Memphis Mafia, known for his appearances in numerous films alongside the singer, including Roadhouse, Black Sheep Squadron, and Goodbye Solo, has passed away at the age of 81. On July 18, 2017, West succumbed to an aortic aneurysm at Baptist Memorial Hospital in Memphis, as reported by his wife, Pat, to the Commercial Appeal newspaper. West's career included stints as a stuntman actor on multiple episodes of CBS's futuristic Western series, The Wild Wild West, during the 1960s. A decade later, he secured a regular role as Sergeant Andy Micklin on another Robert Conrad-led show, NBC's Black Sheep Squadron. In his diverse roles, West portrayed Red Webster, the owner of an auto parts store seeking revenge in the Patrick Swayze classic Roadhouse, 1989, and Sheriff Tanner in the Walking Tall movies, released in 1973 and 1975. Transitioning to a leading man, he earned praise for his performance as an elder, forging a friendship with a Senegalese cab driver, Solomane C. Savain, in director Ramin Barani's North Carolina set drama, Goodbye Solo, 2008. A native of Memphis, West's journey included football in junior college, service in the U.S. Marines, and roles as a Golden Gloves boxer and karate instructor. His connection with Presley began during their time as students at Humes High School, as he recalled in a 2008 interview. A student of the renowned acting instructor Jeff Corey, West showcased his acting prowess in at least 2 films shot in his hometown, Francis Ford Coppola's The Rainmaker, 1997, and Ira Sachs's 40 Shades of Blue, 2005. He also made an appearance in a 2011 episode of the TNT series Memphis Beat. Surviving him are his wife of 56 years, Pat, who once served as one of Elvis's secretaries, and their sons, John and Brent. Danny Wells. Danny Wells assumes the character of film director in the A-Team. On November 28, 2013, Wells passed away in Toronto at the age of 72 after battling cancer. His final resting place is Mount Sinai Memorial Park Cemetery in Los Angeles, California. Born as Jack Westelman on April 7, 1941, in Montreal to Eli Westelman and Eunice Trottenberg, Wells, who was of Jewish descent, commenced his acting journey over 4 decades ago, debuting in 1972 on the comedy television series Love, American Style. In 1975, Westelman Wells made his entrance into the film industry with The Strongest Man in the World. His filmography boasts successes like Private Benjamin, 1980, featuring Goldie Hawn and Eileen Brennan, The Woman in Red, 1984, with Gene Wilder, Magnolia, 1999, and The Last Kiss, 2006, where he portrayed the uncle of Michael Weston's character, Izzy. Beyond live action, Wells lent his voice to various animated series including Batman, the animated series, Grossology, and Johnny Bravo. However, it was in 1989 that he captured the hearts of younger audiences, starring and voicing the animated character Luigi in the Super Mario Bros. Super Show. As noted by his cousin, television reviewer Alan Sepinwall, Wells enjoyed a steady career throughout the 1970s and 1980s. His notable role as Charlie the bartender on the CBS television show The Jeffersons commenced in 1975. In the series, his character, Charlie, owned Charlie's Bar on the first floor of the Colby East luxury apartment building where the Jeffersons and Willises made their residence. Anthony James. Anthony James takes on the role of Connors in the series. Anthony James, recognized for his contributions to the acclaimed films In the Heat of the Night and Unforgiven, passed away on May 26, 2020, in Massachusetts after battling cancer. He was 77. Originally named Jimmy Anthony, he adopted the stage name Anthony James due to the existence of another actor with the same moniker, as detailed in his obituary. Over a span of 5 decades, James immersed himself in the arts, initially focusing on acting and later transitioning to writing and painting. James made his mark in the industry as Ralph, a disdainful diner employee in the 1967 film In the Heat of the Night, which went on to win the Best Picture Oscar in 1968. Recognized for his distinctive appearance, described in his IMDb biography as tall and lanky, with a rough, pockmarked face, a lean, stringy build, greasy dark hair, and an extremely edgy, intense screen presence. James frequently found himself cast in antagonistic roles. Throughout the 1970s, he portrayed the antagonist in films like Vanishing Point, The Culpeper Cattle Co., High Plains Drifter, The Teacher, Burnt Offerings, and Ravagers. His television credits include appearances on shows such as Hawaii Five-0 in 1968, SWAT in 1975, Charlie's Angels in 1976, The A-Team in 1983, as well as Star Trek: The Next Generation and Married with Children in 1987. His final cinematic endeavor was in Clint Eastwood's 1992 Western Unforgiven, where he portrayed the character Skinny Dubois, a brothel owner. This film, much like his debut in the Heat of the Night, secured the Best Picture accolade. Subsequently, James retired from acting, redirecting his focus to writing and art. In 1994, he published a collection of poems and paintings titled Language of the Heart and exhibited his artworks in galleries across New York, Boston, and Miami. His memoir, Acting My Face, was published in 2014. Morgan Woodward. Morgan Woodward took on the character of Bus Carter in The A-Team. Morgan Woodward, a veteran actor with a career spanning 40 years and appearances in over 250 movies and TV shows, passed away on February 22, 2019, at his residence in Hollywood Hills. He was 93. Known for his versatility, Woodward portrayed oilman Marvin Punk Anderson in 55 episodes of the TV show Dallas from 1980 to 1987. His extensive career also included 2 guest appearances on the original Star Trek series, the role of Elder Morgan in the film Logan's Run, and a regular stint on the long-running Gunsmoke TV series. Woodward specialized in playing tough and menacing characters. Growing up in Arlington, Texas, as one of 5 brothers, he obtained a pilot's license and served in both World War II in the Army Air Corps and the Korean War in the Military Air Transport Command. Woodward embarked on his acting journey at Arlington State College, majoring in music and drama. Later, he returned to academia, earning a degree in corporate finance from the University of Texas in 1948. After a stint in the music industry, he moved to Hollywood in 1955, aspiring to break into musicals. Woodward appeared in notable films such as Walt Disney's The Great Locomotive Chase, 1956, and Westward Ho! The Wagons. He starred alongside Hugh O'Brian in The Life and Legend of Wyatt Earp, playing Earp Deputy Shotgun Gibbs for 4 seasons. This role solidified his presence in westerns, leading to appearances in Gunsmoke and Wagon Train. Woodward's significant film role was in Cool Hand Luke, where he portrayed an overseer known as the Man with No Eyes due to his reflective sunglasses. Notably, he became the first person to mind meld with Mr. Spock on Star Trek. Recognizing his contributions, Woodward received the Golden Boot Award from the Hollywood Motion Picture and Television Fund in August 1988. He was also honored with induction into the Hall of Great Western Performers at the National Cowboy and Western Heritage Museum. And that wraps up today's video. If you enjoyed what you watched, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button to stay tuned for more exciting content. If you have any thoughts, questions, or if there's a topic you'd like us to cover in the future, drop it in the comments below. We love hearing from you. Stay connected with us on social media for behind-the-scenes, sneak peeks, and updates. All the links are in the description.